Tonight, a full jury of 12 now sworn in former President Donald Trump's hush money criminal trial after the day began with drama surrounding 2 jurors dismissed. The full jury now including an investment banker, security engineer, retired private wealth manager, speech therapist, physical therapist, someone in e-commerce, and a product development manager.
I'm supposed to be in a lot of different places campaigning, but I've been here all day on a trial that really is a very unfair trial. The whole world is watching this New York scam.
Mr. Trump arriving this morning with 7 jurors sworn in, only to see that number quickly go down to 5 after an oncology nurse who had said during questioning that no one was above the law, "I'm here to just hear the facts," tell the judge today she had concerns she could not be impartial about Mr. Trump and worries about her identity becoming public after loved ones figured out she'd been impaneled. The other juror, an older IT consultant who had called the presumptive GOP nominee fascinating and mysterious in court Tuesday, excused today after prosecutors said he was arrested for tearing down conservative political ads decades ago and did not reveal it on his juror questionnaire. But late today, those additional jurors selected to serve. Among them, an investment banker who said he follows Mr. Trump's Truth Social posts and has seen quotes from his book, The Art of the Deal, but has not read it. The retired private wealth manager who said he does yoga every morning. And that speech therapist saying of Mr. Trump, "I tend not to agree with a lot of his politics and his decisions as a president," but said she can be impartial. At one point, a prospective juror even apologizing to the former president for her past criticisms of him on social media. She was dismissed. Today's events underscoring the challenges of seating a jury in deep blue Manhattan, where 85% of people voted for President Biden. When the pool of 96 prospective jurors was asked this morning if they could be impartial in judging the likely Republican nominee, nearly 50 hands went up saying they could not and were dismissed. Kat was among them.
I couldn't be impartial. It's a historical case, and, this is going to define so many things. But at the same time, our job as a juror, right, is to be impartial.
Mr. Trump sounding off about the jury selection process, writing he was given the second worst venue in the country. He's accused of doctoring his internal business records to hide a reimbursement payment to Michael Cohen, who allegedly paid off Stormy Daniels ahead of the 2016 election so she couldn't go public about an affair. Mr. Trump denies any sexual relationship with Daniels and has pled not guilty.
And Laura, the jury is 7 men and 5 women, and there was one alternate selected today.
That's right, Lester. 1 alternate selected, 5 more to go. But one of the most remarkable moments, Lester, happening at the very end of the day when the prosecution said it would not turn over the names of the first 3 witnesses that it plans to call at this trial. That's something that's routinely done so that the defense can prepare. But the prosecution here, Lester, saying they're so worried that Mr. Trump will say something about them on social media. And the judge in this case agreed, Lester.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.